Hey everybody, Spitters Wild Beer Review Shagdog without Jammer, no JammerFan. I'm just here. I did a malt beverage earlier. I figured might as well keep going. Freaking Coors Light. Yeah, the can's blue, as you can tell. I think they still have that where the mountain stays blue until, if it's cold, right? This gets a 51 on Beer Advocate. 4.2% ABV. It's an American light lager. Any special notes? None on Beer Advocate. Been around for a while. It's a staple of American light beers. Maybe some Bud Light drinkers are now drinking Coors Light. Maybe they're drinking Miller Lite. I don't know. But Modelo became the number one selling beer for some reason in America after the Bud Light fiasco. I thought it would be turned to Miller Lite or Coors Light, but yeah, to each their own, right? Look at that. Let's pour this in there. Give it a heavy pour by the mic. Yeah, somewhat of a heavy pour. There we go. Coors Light, I've never been a real big fan, but for football games, whatever, light beer, sessionable drinking, yeah, it's not too bad. I actually used to love Coors Banquet or Coors Original in the bottle when it had the long neck bottles, the little snub nose. I don't like too much. I don't know why. Anyhow, but this one is a light beer. Surprisingly retaining a little pinky head on there. I'm sure that will disappear here soon. I did give it a heavy pour too, but you definitely want to pour it, give it a good pour, get that head at least forming at least for a little while. Because so it breathes, get some of the bad stuff, gas it out. Actually, if you do that, pour right down the center, get that head going. That gets rid of some of the gases, so your tummy will be up. Well, thank you later, yeah. One beer and I'm buzzed. I had a 10% malt beverage, Bahama Mama by Club Tales. So that got me in the mood already. I'm on YouTube, but I'm also broadcasting on my own Facebook and the My True Review Facebook. So if you're watching, I think on the Facebook ones, I can't see your comments or anything. So if you're on YouTube, watch us on YouTube, the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I can see your comments on here. But Facebook can't see your comments. So I don't believe so. But look at that head is gone. There's just a film left on there. For what it is, a light beer. A couple of bubblies going up, mostly in the center of the glass, a little bit on the edge. I shouldn't say it's clear. It's yellow gold, a light pale watery gold, I guess, clear gold. My buddy Jammer just used to be one of his favorite light beers. I don't know, I'm not sure if it still is his favorite American light beer, but yeah, you pick up a little bit of the corn, maltiness, slight hop, nothing to really speak of, yeah. Smells like beer. American Light Adjunct Lager, yeah. Yeah, so that was a 16 can, I think. Something like that. Before I go any further, I'd like to give a shout out to my step cousin. Actually, we're just full cousins, even though we're technically step cousins. David Crothamill, Deuce, passed away this past weekend, and he's had a very long battle. He fought hard. He lived life to the fullest for the battle he's been through for at least, I know, over 10 years. It's been probably over 13 years dealing with his health issues. So God bless him. Prayers to his mother, sister, all of his kids, extended family, and friends. Actually, last time I talked to him on the phone was I visited New York back in 2013 for my cousin's wedding. I actually called him. Me and my half brother was out drinking, and called him up and said, "Hey, you want to come out and hang out with us?" And he's like, "No, I'm tired. I got the kids." I didn't even know if I think he might have had his second episode that particular night. So I told him, I said, I'm never going to call you again if you're going to keep doing that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we chatted a little bit over the years on Facebook. Never talked again. I probably should have called him. What a waste of time I did. It's my fault. I should have been the one reaching out to him. And all I did was send him stupid videos and stuff like that all the time. But, trying to make him laugh and stuff like that. But I should have actually called him and, actually talked to him. But, yeah, I'm sure he had more important things to do. Yeah, it was nice seeing his Facebook, though, stuff he did with the family, the kids. Just really sad. I know how it is to lose a close family member, so my heart goes out to his family. Anyhow, back to the beer, which he would probably enjoy. I don't know if he ever watched any of my beer reviews. Wow. He probably would have got bored. All right, so Coors Light. Let's give it a taste. Plenty of, one more moment while I speak about my cousins. Sorry. Yeah, so we were actually step cousins. My mother was married to his great uncle. Right? His great uncle, yeah. Of course, that lasted from 78 to, I don't know, 80, 81. But anyhow, we lived next to each other at one time. I think I was in second or third grade when we moved in next to each other. So we grew up a little bit there. Then when some families separated and stuff like that, we still try to hang out. My mother and his mother still were friends. We still called each other cousins. Me and my two brothers probably would have never done that, but his mother, his sister, they're the type of people, once you're a cousin, whether as blood or by marriage, you're a cousin for life. And they called us cuz still all the time. Even my mother, cuz, and yeah, cousins for life. Not even by blood, only a 3-year marriage by marriage, but we're still cousins for life. So yeah, good times. Anyhow, back to the beer. So I'm just drinking beer, Bud Light. Yeah, I'm not drinking Bud Light. Coors Light. Bud Light would really have to redeem themselves for me to drink a Bud Light. Like go through a whole revamp and new spokesperson. I don't know how they're going to do that, though. At least if you're going to have somebody as a TG, represent you or whatever. I don't even know. Anyhow, if you're going to have someone like that, everybody has their own choice of how they want to dress and how they feel inside and all that kind of stuff. But if you want somebody to represent you, I mean, look at these guys back here. I'm sure some of them might be guys with Coors Light. But we don't know. Now, with that one, you can tell. Anyhow, that current president, he stole my line. That's my line. Anyhow. Yeah, Coors Light. Let's get back to the beer. I've never been a real Coors Light fan, and it actually, surprisingly, it doesn't taste as watery as it used to. I mean, it don't taste great, but there's a little something there, I mean, yeah, you can taste the adjunct. I'm not sure what they use in here. Probably corn. It's not like a Miller Lite. I think Miller Lite really is the best light beer to me, but Miller Lite has a lot of sucrose in it, probably GMO sucrose. So even though it's only 99 calories, yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking this beer, and I just can't imagine I drank these crap. Now, I wish I could find a good beer that was a light beer, but pure, you know, like with the Ryan Heiske boat. You know, the German law of whatever, purity or whatever. You know, basically water, malts, hops, yeast, barley, whatever the heck it is. But it's not super bad. It's just not super good. But surprisingly, the head retains there, and when you tip the glass, there's a little lacing on the edge. It runs down, but that's surprisingly. I mean, it's not a real thick lace or anything, but a little thin lace gets up on the glass, and then it runs down. You know, so which is pretty good. I mean, because sometimes you want to get that with these type of beers off draft or something. You know. What am I going to give this? You know, I used to drink Coors Banquet. I like the taste of it out of the bottle, but it used to give me a really bad hangover. I never really was into drinking Coors Light, so I never sat there and pounded Coors Light like more than 3 or 4. You know, Coors Banquet, I pounded a few of those before. So, um, you know, I'll give this. It's a low score on Beer Advocate with that 51. That's pretty damn low. For light beer, if you go to light lagers, for instance, the top rated light lager is on there. Wow, is well, actually that's not the top rated. It just has the most ratings. That averages 2. I'm looking for the averages. Now the one that has the highest average probably doesn't have a lot of views. Like they got here Clubhouse Lager out of by Von Ebert Brewing. It's got a 5, but there's only one rating. So I need to find something that has at least double-digit ratings. All these are 1 or 2s. Probably the guy that owns the company. So, God, the top 20, 30 are 1 rating or 2 ratings. A couple of them have 5 or 7, but let's check the one that has 7. Who has it? What beer is that? 7 ratings. Soaker American Lager by Holmes Brewery. Never heard of it. That's what sucks about Beer Advocate, you know. Don't even show the ones that only got so many ratings. Come on. All right, we'll go to 51 through 100. You got to have, you shouldn't be shown on here unless you have so many ratings. Okay, first double digit is Finer Things by Fieldwork Brewing Company. They got a 4.18. We'll just scroll through, see if I could see one that I noticed. Or a brewery that I know. It's Lakes. No, I don't know that one. Not one of these beers I recognize. I'll just name a few. My Wally and Lover, Il Solito, All Skate, Light Lager by Bent Paddle, Lud Light, Lud, L-U-D, Coors Organic. Okay, I never had that beer, but Coors Organic beer, 4.06. It had only 4 reviews, though, so see what I'm saying? So let's go back to the ones that have tons and tons of reviews. And then we'll tell you really, because going by the amount of views. Like Bud Light has 6,000 views that are ratings. People rated it. Now Coors Light, on the other hand, averages 2.06 out of 5. Bud Light 1.88. So let's go down the thing here. Sam Adams Light's got the highest score so far, 3.26. These are all beers that you heard of. Miller Lite, Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Natural Light, Sam Adams Light. Sam Adams Light is the highest one so far with a 3.26 out of 5. Keystone Light, Corona Light, none of them beat it. The only one that comes close is Amstel Light with a 2.47. Heineken Premium Light, 2.38. Labatt Blue Light, 2.28. 2.79 premium light beer by England Brewery. Also, the premium beer. They have a premium light. Huh? I don't think I've ever had that one. I've had their premium before. Matter of fact, they're selling it now around here in a 30-pack, regular premium, but the premium light I never had. Wow. Michelob Ultra Infusions Lime and Prickly Pear is a 2.5. 3.46 Sanctity Light. Cisco Brewers, if you ever heard of that one. Let's just look at any that are above 3. Local Light by Shorts Brewing Company. 195 views. 3.61 Night Light by Night Shift Brewing. I think that's kind of like an offshoot of Coors. I do believe. Yeah, that's about it. Anywho, thanks to all the viewers. Sorry if I babbled earlier on in those videos. I really don't know how to talk about that kind of stuff, so here I am talking about it, trying to. Anyhow, Spitter Swallow beer review. Shagdog and Jammer. Jammer has to work tonight, so he won't definitely be here. I wasn't even going to do any beer reviews today. I bought a couple light beers and that Bahama Mama I had earlier. Figured just in case I did some. Because I went on a little hiking trip this morning, but it was too hot. I only walked like 2 miles. Not even 2 miles, actually. I was like, yeah, I was going to go further. I was like, it's kind of hot. Plus, my legs are sore from work. I was like, yeah, let's turn around. So I went out about almost 1 mile, turn around. But wasn't too bad of a hike. It wasn't super hot, but it was like 74 degrees, but the humidity was really high. And I usually walk. I walk way more than that at work. According to my app, I walk like 9 to 10 miles a day at work. So 2 miles ain't nothing, but it is in a shorter period of time. Plus, right after 5 days of strenuous work all week, I was like, my hips were hurting a little bit. I am old now. Yeah, I got arthritis really bad now. My finger, I don't know if that's gout or arthritis. Pinky's been hurting later right there on that first joint. Oof. And what's this? Don't know. Yeah, so let's finish this Coors Light and get this video over with. Anyhow, yeah, so I didn't even look up anything yet. Anyhow, all my family up in New York, cousins, distant cousins on that side of the family, on my mother's, not my mother's side of the family, but you know the thing, right? Yeah, rough times. Yeah, I saw one of his sister's posts and I felt really bad because it made me feel kind of like, when my brother passed, I was like, it brought back those feelings when I saw her post. I was like, oh, yeah, I know where you're at. I don't want to say anything like that, but of course, I hope she don't see this on Facebook. Shouldn't be saying like this shit on Facebook. But anyhow, yeah, I was like, oh, God. Everybody goes through it. Everybody loses family members, close family members. You'll have like distant family members, uncles or great uncles, aunts. People you aren't with every day of your life. You might see them on family holidays or something. That's about it. But when you got your close relatives, siblings, parents, grandparents, children, that's the ones that really hurt. But then again, even close friends, even friends that you haven't seen in so many years, those ones hurt too. My best friend from high school, when he passed away, God, will it be a year this year? 2 years. 2 years is coming October. God, it's been that long. Holy shit. Yeah, 2 years is October. I mean, I was actually in a state of depression. Actually, I'll have to admit it, for a couple of weeks. I just couldn't believe it. It's anyhow, yeah. So even close friends, people that you haven't seen in a long time, but you know, spend a good part of your either your childhood or young adult life or whatever with, or even if it's just a coworker or something, somebody that's a good coworker, or it's somebody you might know it's a good person. You might not even know them all that well, but they were a good worker, good person. From what you see, a good family man, a good person of the community, stuff like that. That shit hits home, when they pass away, because it's something missing for a lot of people. So here I am, bleeding my heart out. Yeah. Well, anyhow, supposed to be talking about beer. Yeah. Anyhow, if you can guess what this is, you let me know in the comments what this symbol means. And no, it's not Nazi or anything like that. All right. Get it down this beer, get it over with. Thanks to my Coors Light girls, or I am assuming they are girls. Yeah. These girls were going to show up live. I actually had a contract with them, but something else came up, so we broke the contract. They still paid me, actually. Yeah, for a breach of contract. But I said, okay, I'll only take half of what you owe me. They're going to pay me in full. Oh. Surprisingly a little cloudy out today. I wonder if it's supposed to rain. Yeah, I got 2 more light beers to drink. Actually, one. Oh, 2 more, but one's like a 25-ounce can. I'm not going to drink that. I do have an Old Yingling I can review. And I have a couple Anchor beers I can review also. So if you're watching, comment. Let me know if you want to see some more beer reviews. I'll try to stay off the doom and gloom, because, that's what somebody at work used to call me back in the day when I worked for the state of Florida, that I am the doom and gloom. He actually called me the Grim Reaper. Anyhow. I'm just emotional about that kind of shit. So, yeah. So, yeah. Hey, if you got people you love, give them a hug. Tell them you love them, not him. Tell them you love them, whether it's your brother or sister, even if you're estranged. Matter of fact, I'm going to call my estranged nephew and niece this week sometime just to tell them I love them. They might not want to hear from me, but guess what? Don't matter. They're going to hear from me. Matter of fact, I should do it live on the beer review right now, huh? Well, they're probably both working right now, because one's a teacher and the other one's, I think, a day shift worker. Yeah. So maybe next time me and Jammer do a beer review at night, I'll give them a surprise call live on the Spitter's Wild Beer Review. Uncle Shagdog's going to call my estranged nephew and niece to tell them I love them still. I tell you what, certain people when they pass away in your family, they might not seem like they're the center of the family or the glue that holds the family together, but they might not even be the glue or the most important person, the matriarch or the patriarch or anything in the family. But they are still, whether you're this end of the family, this end of the family, you're holding part of all that together, whether you're down here or up here or in the middle. You're holding that together. And when one piece of that family comes out, it's like a Jenga. And it's anybody's guess whether that shit's going to stay standing, going to be a little shaky, or is it all going to come down? And in our family's case, it kind of stayed together, shaky a little bit, but not really too bad. And then after a few months, a year or 2 years, it's still shaking. A couple pieces came down, maybe, I don't know. Probably from 2011 all the way up to 2000, what the hell year was that? 20. Shaky, not really good together all those years. And then 2020, beginning of 2020, came down just for one little dumb mistake that Shagdog made. And then it retroed from someone over here back to someone else in the family. And that whole side of the family hasn't talked to each other since, really. I mean, it was rocky to begin with all the way through those years, but that just really separated, I guess. That's all right. That's shit happens like that, you know. Thanks to the one viewer watching. I hope I don't depress you. Yeah. On Facebook, I don't know if the one viewers viewing me from YouTube or Facebook, but thanks for watching. I don't think Facebook could comment on here though. I don't even know if I see the viewers from Facebook, you know? Actually, let's go to Facebook and check it out. Because I'm not even on Facebook right now. I'm posting to Facebook. Nobody watches me anyhow. I mean, shit, all the friends I have on Facebook, not a lot, like some younger people, like 1,000, 2,000. I got like 300 friends. But you think out of the 300 friends, at least 4 of them would watch, but that wouldn't happen either. What's going on here on Facebook? Now my internet's going slow, so we'll see what's up. Get rid of that Bahama Mama. Rugby. All right, I got 2 things on Facebook, but they're not showing up. I don't know what that is. Oh, what the hell is that? A pineapple with skulls. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's weird. All right, well, I might do some beer reviews. Thanks to the 1 or 2 commenters, not commenters, watchers. The watchers. Probably not a good time to drink. Anyhow, yep, that shit's white now, so the can is no longer cold. So the can is still cold activated. Cold as the Rockies, and that crap was blue earlier, so that's pretty cool. Now I wonder whatever makes that blue when it gets cold is cancer causing, so we could all sue Coors, right? Now I do have another light beer, which is an Anheuser-Busch type beer, but it's not Bud Light, but it's one of his distant cousins. And I do have a giant size other light beer, but it's 25 ounces. I really don't want to drink that right now. I might. Or should I do karaoke? But nobody's here to vote on it. So we'll have to see. I'll have to judge for myself when I get off what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and chug the rest of this beer down. Sorry it took 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't even know if I graded this, but anyhow, I'm going to give it a C+ and a swallow. There you go. You know, that's what you get with a light beer. Light beer. Anyhow, subscribe, follow, comment, like, click that bell, tinkle it, Jammer likes it. We'll see you on the next one.